This is so disgusting, so annoying. You tell a woman to be silent, threatening her.
Since Don David's mom went public talking about people threatening her, where also she called out Reno Mokri. Reno Mokri has since debunked the story, and Pastor Suleiman weighed in on the matter, calling Don David's mother a liar. But luckily for Don David's mom, a priest showed his support and finally took over the case. Hi guys, you're watching Chiki series. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for your support. I quite appreciate that. It's good to have you around again. And if you are new to this channel, thank you for clicking on this video. Make yourself comfortable as we get right into this gist too. There has been lots of reactions since Don David's mom went public talking about people criticizing her for her fighting for her son, and she also mentioned Reno Omokri, saying that he allegedly asked her to apologize on national newspaper, which Reno has debunked, saying that if she'll be able to provide the evidence, that he will give her 100 million naira. And Deborah Okeze came back to say, Reno Omokri, I don't need your 100 million. You alone knows the device you used in calling me. I leave you to God. Stop insulting me with your 100 million. The little I have, I can account for. Can you account for your own? Then after making this post, Apostle Johnson Suleiman, who is the general overseer of Omega Fire Ministry International, jumped on the matter, and he wrote, just saw a video of a lady saying at Reno Omokri called her for accusing Deeper Life Church and threatening her life. That's not the Reno I know. I'm not surprised. Many people thrive in blackmail, so anything should be expected. I know the pains of a mother, but to add lies is evil. So when Deborah also saw that, she went further to write, Pastor Suleiman, don't ever in your life call me a liar again. If your wife lies, that's her. Reno called me with 000040. Be very careful what you say to me, else I will give it back to you 100%. This line 0040s, I don't know how possible is that for somebody to call another person with 000. However, I'm also aware that some people can hide their number and their identity while making call. I think the best option is to record the voice. Whenever there's somebody is calling you, making a threat, just record the voice. But anyway, coming to Apostle Suleiman, since this case has been going on, I've never had him made any comment. And for him to just jump on the subject matter, talking about him knowing Reno Omokri, that he cannot say that Deborah Okeze is a liar. How dare you say that? Do you know what he does in the secret? Even I heard that the priest say that he knows Reno Omokri very well, that he cannot say that. All these people, when there is a problem, instead of them to get to the root cause of the matter, they will just form a clique and be supporting themselves. They want to have each other's back, whether the person is saying the truth or whether the person is lying. I don't understand the reason why Apostle Suleiman should make this kind of comment. If you want to comment, you comment. But you saying that you know Reno Omokri very well, that's uncalled for. Just like what Daddy Free said, he knows him very well. You know him very well, yes. Do you know what he does in the dark? Even a pregnant woman cannot vouch for a child that she's backing. You can only vouch for the one that you have in your tummy, because you don't know if the one that you have on your back has plucked a fruit from a tree. This is just showing that when somebody has any issue against the man of God, they will now link it to somebody attacking the church. I don't get that. This woman has problem and she's crying now. Instead of you people to find a way to get the solution, people are there trying to cover for other person. I'm not saying that Reno called her. I don't know. I wasn't there. And I'm not saying that the woman is lying, because I'm not there too. The woman just shared her experience and boom, everybody started reacting. So this means that if somebody has issue with the church, or if you have issue with the government, you will never get justice, because people can never be on the side of the poor person. That is what it's showing. So if everybody is coming to support his or her own because you feel you know the person and the person cannot say it, and this person that is even talking is supposed to be pastor in a church, you're supposed to be the one fighting for the voiceless, talking about injustice, and you are here, instead of you to make a statement, you are here saying that you know the pains of a mother, but adding lies to it is evil. Who told you she's lying? Anyway, some people think that when you say justice for Don Davis, that what you're saying is that you're supporting Deborah Okeze, whatever she says, that you're supporting her 100%. That's not what people are saying. People are supporting her cry. She calling for justice for her son. That doesn't mean that whatever she says, people are supporting. So people should mind the way they talk about this matter. This is a very, very sensitive issue. If you don't know what to say, like I said before, you keep short. Nobody asks you to come out and talk. Reno Omokri has been there making his unguarded remarks, his careless remarks, and nobody said anything. Now that he's being accused, a lot of people are coming to say they know him very well. Have you done any investigation? How do you know he never did it? I'm not here to say he did it, But before people should conclude, let them do their own investigation. Because I believe as a man of God, they're supposed to be fighting for the voiceless and not trying to suppress the truth because it's a pastor that is involved, it's the school of a pastor that is involved, or because it's your GO, you know the person. No, people should not be doing that. And I'm happy another priest has come out to support this cause also, who stand against injustice. So I'll let you guys listen to him. I'm gonna sign off here. Stay healthy and safe. Remember to share this video with family and friends if you love it, and subscribe to the channel if you've not done already. Also give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and I'm gonna catch you guys in my next video. Bye and remain blessed.
Hello, my wonderful people. I bring you great things in the name of our Lord. I just want to make a very short video based on the topic you just saw me I've written there about the Deeper Life saga with Madam Deborah Okeke and Reno Omokri. You know, I've been very careful not to talk about or talk against church, individual life. I've been very careful not to speak against them. But this video I will just watch now, which I'm going to show to you people, made me to start reacting on this issue of Deeper Life and a threat to Madam Deborah Okeke from Reno Omokri. I am very surprised to hear such threat coming from a man I have respect for. I mean, Reno Omokri. He has been vocal against wickedness in that country called Nigeria. So he earned my respect for that. But the action I just saw him, I don't know how to reach him to call him. So I decided to come through this medium to talk to him and plead with him not to engage himself in such thing. If it is true, you're going to hear from the woman and I will begin to talk about it. Please listen to this woman.
I will not keep quiet and die in silence. My BP is very high. The threat is much. Nigeria, the world at large, the threat is too much. The threat is much. Please. Yesterday, before the court sits, I told a lawyer that I wanted to see the magistrate. That's the woman that is coordinating. They say I cannot see her, that she will soon come on stage to talk. Then after the sitting, I told the clerk, Abi, that I want to see her. She said I can't see her, that she's doing another case. The threat is too much. Like somebody sent message, how was the burial of your son? You are fighting a church, definitely you will bury your child. Please, these things are killing. We cannot say matter is in court and I will keep quiet and die inside house. Then one Mr. Raymond Omokri, call me that I should go and apologize on national newspaper, apologize on TV. I don't understand what I'm apologizing for. That if I do not, anything I see, I take. To me, that is a threat.
Okay, I want to stop here. You heard her from the horse's mouth. This is her page, Deborah Okeke, where she said a lot of threat has been coming against her. And why are they threatening her? This is a woman who took her own child to a Deeper Life school. This child was defied. They said they would do a lot of nasty. You need to hear the story. This child, even at the point wee in the school, they have to deny him food severally. Did a lot of things against the child. Now, when the mother got to know this, because they warned the child not to talk. Some of you know the story very well. Some of you know the story. When the mother got to know this wickedness, the mother came out to speak against this evil. And the case is in court. I've been able to try to talk to this woman. I want to address and tell her the way to go about things. But this woman, this is what she knows. Only thing she can do is to voice out the wickedness being meted against her own son. I don't see any bad in what the woman is doing. I'm also going to blame the church management, maybe Pastor Kumeyi, that he is responsible for what happened. Because in every 12, there must be Judas. That man, Kumeyi, I've listened to him. I've heard him speak. I've heard his message. I have my respect for him. So if such a thing can happen in his school, I wouldn't say he knows about it. I wouldn't say, and I wouldn't also say such a thing cannot happen, because as long as we are in this world, anything can happen. Human beings are terrible. But my pen, this matter is in court. A threatening messages are being sent against this woman, telling her how was the burial of your son. You got your son, you are fighting a church, you must bury that your son. Look at a message. Do you want to believe that a Christian is sending this kind of message? Or a member of the parliament sending this kind of message? You are fighting a church. How is she fighting somebody that is dead and fighting for the right of her children, and also speaking for the favor of other children that are suffering the same fate? Many children are going through this kind of thing. Many good children are going through the kind of pain, and nobody is ready to speak out. This one decided to speak out so that people will get their deliverance, and she's being threatened. To the point, Reno Omokri sent a threatening message to her that she's had to go apologize to national, or else she will see what will happen to her. Now, Mr. Reno Omokri, I have my respect for you, sir. I've not met you in person. I've watched your being vocal against the wickedness being meted against the people of Nigeria and all over the world. I have much respect for you. But this one, you did very, very wrong, sir. I don't expect this from you. I never at least expected you to be part of this game. Even if you think that the woman did wrong, tell me the wrong she did. That somebody shouting for justice because of her son was dealt with. No apology to the woman. Nothing has been done. No compensation. The case is still in court. You are threatening her to die because she said, I need justice for my son. Because she's fighting a church. This is what I hate. When injustice, I hate it with passion. I'm going to make a video that talks about touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. Who told you that? When you are evil, wicked, when you are wicked and you are telling me touch not the anointed? Now they say she's touched anointed. Which kind of anointed? Because she's fighting a church that she will die? The child that son will die. Look at what somebody who calls him or herself a Christian is wishing a woman that is fighting for a just cause. Let's call evil evil. I'm not against the church. I'm not against the general overseer, but I'm against those people who perpetrated this evil. And if anything should happen to this woman, I also want to lend my voice into her own voice that this woman is being threatened. People should know that nothing should happen to this woman and her son. Look at a life of somebody that was, instead of them to see how they can manage the situation and talk to her to calm down, to see they can even to the out of court, they are threatening her. If you're among those sending a threat message to this woman, you are a disgrace to Christianity if you're a Christian. If you're among those sending threatening messages to this woman in this pen, you guys cause her, you are a disgrace to Christianity if you are a Christian, if you claim to be a Christian. How can this kind of people do this kind of thing to this woman? I'm going to be inviting this woman over for an interview and talk with her. I encourage her. In fact, if he wants me to do whatever I can do within my reach to support this woman, I don't mind. I don't talk against. I will talk against wickedness being done by churches. I will talk against wickedness being done by individuals. But I hardly talk against by individuals, but not insulting them. Tomorrow, if another person will happen to a church will deal with another person, nobody will talk because it's a church, because it's a general overseer. Because of what? For what? That's crazy. If anybody, any family, if I have a school, I have anything, anybody does evil, please speak out. And now you guys want to threaten the woman to silence her mouth. This woman should not keep quiet. If this woman keep quiet, I will take up the matter and start speaking for her. And if she dies, I will also take up the matter. Because you guys are connected to government, connected with money, and want to silence a poor woman. That is wickedness. And nobody will ever go scot-free with this. So I don't have a very long time to share with you people. My pen, I want this message to be shared all. Share this message. Let it get to Oren Omakri. If you have his contact or his Facebook page, tag him. This is wrong. Tell him that I am disappointed by hearing his name and threatening this woman to go and apologize. Apologize for what? A woman that was dead, the child was dead, he says she's going to apologize. Apologize? Oh my God. Well, for me, wickedness is really increasing in that country called Nigeria from all and sundry. Although wickedness is everywhere. But the one is going in Nigeria is terrible. It's terrible. It goes with that impunity. When it happens, nobody goes for jail for it. The mother is shouting for justice and somebody threatening to kill them up because you are fighting a church. Don't push somebody to start saying something that is so annoying. How long can we remain this kind of wickedness? Eh? How long? A lot of things happening. It's just because you're a church, you don't want to talk. I must make that video that I call "Touch Not My Anointed." Let me tell us why that scripture is mentioned. You can't, because of you're doing wickedness and you're telling them "Touch not my anointed." I don't support nonsense. Anointed who? Who anointed you? What kind of oil were you anointed? Oil of immorality. Were you anointed? I say I will die because I say I hate it. May God protect you and preserve you, mother. Nothing will happen to you. And I pray that those courts will not be bribed to fight against this woman. If they end up judging against this woman in the court of law, we shall voice out against them too. How can he threaten a woman who's crying for what was meted against her?